Hello everyone, welcome to IAS with Arihant. And student, as you know, every day at 9 p.m. we are doing the daily session for the prelims possible series, and this session is going to be totally dedicated for all students, those who are preparing for UPSC examination as well as state PSC examination students. Okay, so in this session we are going to discuss a lot. Okay, and this is the 11th lecture of the series. And students, soon we are going to give you the chapter wise, means we are doing the chapter wise as well as topic wise, but we will try to provide you the name on the thumbnail so easily you can find out the lecture, students. Okay, I hope you all able to understand. I hope you all getting the things. You not need to worry for anything, students. And let's begin the session. And what I was telling you, okay, this is the book, and this book is going to be a very helpful part of your preparation for your success. Okay, so we'll discuss about the book also, and this session is totally based on this book only. Okay, if you talk about this book, as little I was got some injuries 2 days earlier, so sorry, I will write little. Okay, so just if you feel doubt, just tell me. So this book contains chapter wise information as well as topic wise information. So this book is divided into chapters, and that chapter divided to topic. Okay, and what we are discussing today, we are going to discuss about the schedule, and this is the third chapter, and this is basically in the second topic. Okay, and there will be a topical map, 100% error free explanation. Along with that, student, there are some knowledge plus for typical question, and there is a 3500 plus PYQ bullets or bulletin, you can simply say. So let me show you this also. And this basically contained in this format, like let me tell you, there's a one question, in the parliamentary committees, there's a question ki, which committee examined the report of the Comptroller and Auditor General of India. So there's a direct answer, that is PAC, that is Public Account Committee. So these type of things are here. Okay, so this is going to be very, very beautiful part. Okay, now students, as we already discussed, we will start with the MCQs. Okay, so not need to worry, we are going to see the first MCQs, but before that I like to mention one thing. We are going to see basically this explanation. I will take just 2 to 3 minutes to mention once again about the schedule. Students, basically initially in our Indian Constitution there was 8 schedule, but there are few more schedule was added by amendment. Okay, like the 9th schedule was added by first Constitutional Amendment Act 1951, and 10th schedule was added by 52nd Constitutional Amendment Act 1985. 11th schedule is added by 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act 1992, and 12th schedule is by 74th Constitutional Amendment Act 1992. Okay, if we talk about what this schedule contains, so in the first schedule there is a name of a state, along with that their capital as well as union territory. State second schedule is mentioning about the salaries and emoluments of the constitutional offices, we already discussed. Okay, third schedule is about the basically oath of few offices, and I already told you, students, president, vice president and governor, there is no oath provision in the third schedule, students, for these 3 important posts. We already discussed. Okay, so don't make any confusion. Fourth schedule is about the allocation of seats of Rajya Sabha. Fifth schedule is basically for the tribal community as well as tribal area, but it is for the complete India. Okay, so administration of tribal area, scheduled area as well as scheduled tribe. And if we talk about the 6th schedule, basically students, it is dedicated to 4 states of Northeast: Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, Mizoram, and you can remember by code AMTM. Okay, or ATMM. Okay, or simply you can remember Assam, Tripura, Meghalaya, Mizoram. Manipur is not there, so just try to connect in this format. Okay, I hope you understand. And you can remember in this format also, basically sorry, these 2 states sharing border with Bangladesh. Let me show you here. If you see the map, students, basically this is the northeast map. Sorry, if you see, this is Meghalaya and this is Mizoram. Okay, and here is the Bangladesh. So basically Bangladesh sharing border with the Mizoram, okay, and Mizoram sharing border with Bangladesh and this Myanmar. Okay, so this is also very important. And if you see students, this thing, basically Meghalaya also sharing border with the Bangladesh. So simply a simple code you can use. Manipur is here, Manipur sharing border with the Myanmar, but it is not sharing border with the Bangladesh. Okay, as well as these all 4 states sharing with border with the Bangladesh, like Meghalaya is here. Once again I love to show you, if you see Meghalaya is here, okay, then this side Assam, okay, here you will get Tripura, and here you will get Mizoram, okay, and these all are shared by Bangladesh. So there will be a simple logic, simple trick. By using that you can find out which state are coming under 6th schedule. So Meghalaya, Assam, Tripura and Mizoram. I hope you got it. So students, in the 6th schedule there is some autonomy given to the district council, okay, for the district administration. So a district can be, means a place or any area can be declared as a autonomous district. Okay, so this is one point, and it is in the Assam students and other these other 3 states also. Getting it? So this is about the 6th schedule of Indian Constitution. Now if you talk about the 7th schedule, it is basically contain the distribution of power between center and state. I already written here, and I will just underline it, or you can say it, so I can highlight it. Okay, it will take one more day. Okay, so if you see students, basically under the 7th schedule there is a 3 important list: union list, state list and concurrent list. This is called as list 1, list 2, and the third one is list 3. Okay, in the union list some subject are written. On that subject only Parliament can legislate law. Okay, in the state list students, only state assembly can create law. Okay, and in the concurrent list both center and state can create law. Okay, and one very important thing, students, let's suppose some power or some subject recently arises and it is not mentioned under any list. In that case, students, this power means it is under the hand of Parliament. Parliament will create a law over the same subject, and this will be called as residuary power. Okay, and this third list, that is called as concurrent list, it is brought from Australia, students. As you know कि our constitution is borrowed from the different, means it is not borrowed, it is took from the different country of the world, the best portion. Okay, I hope you all getting it. Then after that, students, there is a 8th schedule of Indian Constitution, and there is a total 22 languages. Initially there was 14 language, and now there is a 22 language. There is some modification was taken place. We will discuss about that also. 9th schedule in Indian Constitution was added by first Constitutional Amendment Act, and it was added in 1951. It contained Land Reform and Jamindari Abolition Act, students. Okay, if we talk about this 10th schedule, the provision of anti-defection law. Okay, so if let's suppose there is some member who is elected from one party, let's suppose it is party X, and after coming to the legislative assembly or maybe parliament, he want to switch the party. In that case, he is betraying the party. Okay, in that case, that person is going to be basically there will be anti-defection. Okay, so in that case, by using 10th schedule, the process is going to be started. 11th schedule was added by 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act 1992, and basically it is connected with the power of panchayat. Okay, and it was added by Article 243G. If you move further, we have the 12th schedule of Indian Constitution, students, and 12th was added by 74th Constitutional Amendment Act 1992, and it is about the municipalities. Okay, I hope you all able to connect it. If you feel doubt, as I told you, you all are free to discuss as well as ask question to me. Now I hope it is okay. Now we are going to start question where we left from this chapter number 3, topic number 2, students. Okay, and see, there's a question: the provision of 6th schedule of the Constitution does not apply to which of the following state, students? Okay, it is what? It is Tripura, It is Assam, Meghalaya, Manipur. Okay, so as I told you students, sixth schedule is about the administration of scheduled tribal area of Assam. Okay, as you already know, I just presented a map to you. If you see this map, students, this is the map of northeast state in India. Okay, here you will get a state that is Meghalaya. Okay, here you will get Assam, this side West Bengal, and this is a international boundary, that is this Bhutan. I hope it is visible to you. Then after that, students, here you will get a state that is called as Arunachal Pradesh, and this side you will get a state that is called as Manipur. Okay, and that, sorry, you will get here basically Nagaland, and then below the Nagaland you will get the Manipur. Okay, and this portion will be Mizoram, and this portion is basically called as Tripura. And if you see here, basically this is the Assam state. One very important thing, students, as I already told you, ki basically under the 6th schedule of Indian Constitution, there are some special power given to these 4 states. Which 4 states? Those who are sharing border with the Bangladesh. So these are the northeast state, and this is basically Meghalaya, Assam, Tripura and Mizoram. So simply you can remember, you not need to worry for anything. As I told you already, ki we are trying to make your this journey easy, so it is also going to be good for your understanding of map. Okay, so Meghalaya, Assam, Tripura, Mizoram, these are the state where 6th schedule is going to be applicable. And what this question says that which of the following does not apply. Okay, means where this 6th schedule is not going to apply. So now you, Assam is right, Tripura is right, Meghalaya is right, Manipur is not the place where you are going to implement it. And yes, I am telling you, this type of question you will find in every books as well as in every examination, students. I love to show you what this explanation says. That I told you already that this question are derived from the previous year question paper, and this is compiled into a very beautiful book, that is Indian Polity by Arihant. Okay, and this series is basically called as Prelims Possible. And what you find, students, this book is arranged in a very systematic format. Okay, what you see, there is a explanation after each and every question. Okay, and that explanation are very detailed. Okay, so let me show you this here. And extremely sorry, students, I got just an accident, so I'm not able to write much, but yes, I will try to give the best of the best concept. So what this says, that the provision of 6th schedule of Constitution does not apply to Manipur. 6th schedule provide for the formation of autonomous district council. We already discussed that. Autonomous district council in these 4 states, Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura and Mizoram. And this provision is mentioned under Article 244 Clause 2 and 275 Clause 1, okay, of the Indian Constitution. It was passed by Constituent Assembly in 1949. And what is the motto? What is the motto of means declaring an area as a scheduled area or the tribal area? Why? To protect the indigenous people, because they have different specific culture. And let's suppose this is a place where some specific culture are living, and we allowed this area for everyone, so everyone will enter, and they also going to means their number is going to decrease automatically, this culture is going to be end. Okay, so that's why, to protect that culture, okay, this much autonomy is given, students. I hope you all getting it. So autonomous district council, ADC, okay, they can create for the regulation, for the administration, as well as some more power is here. Governor of these state are empowered to rearrange the boundaries of tribal area. Okay, so this is also very important, and governor is going to play a very important role in these 4 states. And another important thing, students, they are not going to get benefit from the schedule number 5. They are in the schedule number 6, so only schedule number 6 will be applicable to them. Okay, if you move towards the 12th question, sorry. So the right of government to impose taxes and fees is provided in which list of the constitution? Now students, you have to understand, as I told you in our 7th schedule of Indian Constitution, there is a 3 type of list. Okay, one is called as union list. Okay, another is called as state list, and the third one is called as concurrent list. Okay, see students, the concept of concurrent list we already discussed. It is derived from Australia. So in Australia this type of concept is there, so we are using the same. Okay, if you see students, in the union list there is it is also called as list 1, state list is called as list 2, and current list, it is called as list number 3. Student, there are some subject written, okay, like army, railway, agriculture. So let's suppose army is the national interest concern as well as international. So basically it is going to take care by whom? It is going to take care by union. In the same format, let's suppose, I'm just writing a single example, army. So if any rule related to army, means any provision related to army, this can be only, discussed under the parliament. Parliament can make law over them. They want to modify something, so at that time only they can modify or whatever they want to do. Okay, let's suppose we are going to talk about the agriculture. So agriculture is the state matter. Only state can make law over these provisions. Then what you find, students, we have concurrent list. Okay, so under the concurrent list there is let's suppose education is here. So education means policy related to education made by both center as well as state students. So these type of understanding require to solve these type of questions, students. I hope you all getting it. Any doubt, any confusion? If you have, just tell me. So now see, there's a question, the right of government to impose taxes and fees is provided in which list of the Indian Constitution. So automatically we already discussed, it is mentioned under the 7th schedule of Indian Constitution, because it is about the power. It is the place where power distributed between center, state, as well as where both can legislate or create any law or provision, students. Getting it? Any doubt? Anybody have any doubt? No? Then it is okay. Okay, so now if you see under the 6th schedule of Indian Constitution, it is about the administration of ATMM, Assam, Tripura, Meghalaya, Mizoram. Now you know the code. Manipur will not be there because it is not sharing border with the Bangladesh. 7th schedule, already told you, it is a basically distribution of power between center, state, and basically these two. And then we have the 9th schedule. Under 9th schedule, as you know, there is some land reform provision. 11th schedule was added by 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act 1992. If you see explanation here, students, so let me show you. I'm just using different color. Okay, so the right of government to impose taxes and fees is provided in 7th schedule of the Constitution. Sorry, it is provided in the 7th schedule of the Constitution. We already discussed. And the Constitution divide all the taxes into 2 classes. One is direct tax, another is indirect tax. We already discussed. Okay, see, once you see the economics classes, okay, so you'll find as this book is available for every subject: Indian history, geography, economy, as well as general science. Okay, and we are discussing about the polity. So this book is available for each and every subject, and that's why I'm telling you this book is going to help you a lot in clearing your examination, not only in understanding the concept or making your subject strong. It is going to help you in basically successfully clearing the examination, students. Okay, that's why I'm telling you. Okay, getting it? Ayush, any doubt? No? Then it is good. So Indian Constitution has divided the taxing power as well as spending power, means expenditure also, like road development and these things, between the union as well as the state government, students. Okay, So this is one thing, just try to understand. Now there is some question once again. The provision of 6th schedule of Indian Constitution are applicable in which of the following state? Now see, this question is recently asked in the UPPSC. Once again I told you, the state which is not sharing border with the Bangladesh except West Bengal, it is not going to be the part of AMTM. So as you know students, the first answer is Tripura, Tripura is written here. So Tripura is going to be the right answer for the same, and we already discussed about it. So the provision of 6th schedule of Indian Constitution applied to Tripura, Mizoram, Meghalaya and Assam. And why? There is some power given to autonomous district council in these 4 northeast state students, and these council are empowered to make law, means basically simply you can say administrative law, okay, in respect of their jurisdiction, which cover the land, forest, cultivation, inheritance, as well as indigenous custom and tradition of tribal etc., and also collect land revenue and certain other taxes. So that is, they are going to basically do this activity students. Now this question recently asked in the Bihar PSC, and as we already discussed, this book have all the information which is required for the examination. If we see, this is a question, okay, where you need to remember the list students. As I told you, we have state list, we have union list, okay, we have concurrent list, okay, list number 2, list number 1, okay, and list number 3. So under these list students, some entries, it is also called as entry or it is also called as subject, entry number 1, entry number 2. So by this way, list is there, and in the list there is entries. Now students, there is a one question from means this book only. The prevention of cruelty of animal is listed in which of the following list of Indian Constitution? Means now where it is mentioned that cruelty of means over the animal is not going to be done, means over these provision, who has right to make law? Okay, means it is center, it is state, or both. So it is a union list matter, it is a state list matter, it is a concurrent list matter. So what type of matter it is students? Okay, so just tell me, and I will tell you about the entry also, and the entry is in the book also, means it is also written here. If you see students, as see the cruelty, to stop the cruelty over animal, so in that case center is going to make law, as well as state is also allowed to make any provision, any law for the prevention of these activity. Okay, so as you know students, it is automatically going to be the part of concurrent list. You have to simply use your common sense. Is it going to be national matter or it is going to be state matter, or both required to do the same? Getting it? So it is the part of the concurrent list. Okay, so it is, this question is belonging to Bihar PSC 2020. If we talk about option, answer C is correct. If we talk about the explanation, prevention of cruelty to animal is listed in the entry number 17 of concurrent list under the 7th schedule. Now both parliament as well as state legislature can make law with respect to any of matter enumerated in the concurrent list students. We already discussed. Initially students, what you find, there were 47 subject, but now after some amendment the number increased to 52. Okay, so there are some example like criminal law and procedure, civil procedure, marriage and divorce, population control, family planning. This will be the part of this. Electricity, labor law, this will be the part of the concurrent list students. Okay, now if you see the next question, to give constitutional protection, state land reform law have been included in constitutional protection. Okay, so initially students, the basically land matter was the part of right to property, so no one going to give land. So, and if it is a fundamental right, no one can take away your fundamental right. To breach this, basically parliament came with some reforms, and for that purpose 9th schedule was added. If we are going to add something in 9th schedule, the Supreme Court is not going to interfere, but later Supreme Court says that it is a part of constitution and we can enter into any part of Indian Constitution. So they can check any part of Indian Constitution. So what you find, it is basically connected with the land reform. So where it is included, 7th schedule, 9th schedule, 8th schedule or 10th schedule students. And it is very important, every year they are asking question from this topic. If we talk about the 7th schedule students, you all know what it contains. It contains basically distribution of power between center and state. Okay, if we talk about the 9th schedule students, basically there is some provision related to land reform. Okay, and 8th schedule about the language. Okay, initially in our Indian Constitution there was 14 language, but now we have 22 languages in the 8th schedule. And 10th schedule is about the anti-defection. In Hindi it is called as Dal Badal. So as you know, it is connected to the land reform automatically. 9th schedule is going to be correct, means option B is going to be correct. So state reform law have been included in the 9th schedule. The 47th Constitutional Amendment Act 1948 of the Constitution, see, just understand it, this is amended the 9th schedule of the Indian Constitution and added 14 legislation relating to the land reform enacted by state of Assam, Bihar, Haryana, Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh, West Bengal and Goa, Daman Diu, in view to protect the enactment shall not be void the group of inconsistent with any part of provision part 3 related to fundamental right, as I told you. Okay, and see, another very important thing is, students, don't get confused. The 47th amendment is for some specific provision, not for all, and this 9th schedule was added by first Constitutional Amendment Act 1951. Getting it? I hope you all able to understand. Okay, great. Okay, now the 7th schedule of Indian Constitution contain what? 7th schedule. See, the question from the schedule very direct. Okay, so what? The salary of vice president and president. So as you know, it is in the 2nd schedule. Tribal area and schedule area, as you know, it is in the 5th schedule. If we talk about the union list, state list and concurrent list, so this is about the distribution of power. It is included under the 7th schedule of Indian Constitution, and language is mentioned under the 8th schedule of Indian Constitution. I hope you all getting it. Okay, so these are the things that you need to understand. If you move further, means if you are going to discuss about this answer, so what you find, students, the 7th schedule of Indian Constitution contain union list, state list and concurrent list. The 7th schedule under Article 246 of the Indian Constitution deals with the division of power between union and state, which contain 3 lists. We already discussed: union list, state list, concurrent list. The union list details the subject on which Parliament make law, while state list detail where only state can make any law, and the concurrent list, students, on the other hand, has subject in which both Parliament as well as state legislature have jurisdiction. Getting it? Able to connect it? This is important. Now if you see the next question, now the provision of 3 legislative list is found in which of the following schedule of the Constitution? 3 legislative list means 3 law making, means 3 subject list is mentioned under the 6th schedule, 7th schedule, 8th schedule or none of the above. So we already discussed, students, it is under the 7th schedule of Indian Constitution, and you see this question is very repetitive. Okay, this question is very repetitive. Mona Lisa. Okay, so you are answering C for the 17th or 16th question. 16th question, no issue, you are correct, you are right, great. And this is B, very good. Okay, so see, students, if you see the explanation, provision of 3 legislative list found in the 7th schedule of Indian Constitution. Article 246 of the Constitution mention 3 lists in the 7th schedule. Okay, list 1 state union list, list 2 state list, concurrent list is the 3rd list. While the center can make law on subject specified in union list, originally there was 97 subject, but now it has 100 subject. Okay, The state government has jurisdiction over item in the state list, and now initially it was 66, but now it is 61 because some provision was removed from the state list students. Okay, and where both can create law, that is called as concurrent list, and initially it was 47 but now it is 52. If we talk about the 18th question, now which list and entry of 7th schedule of Indian Constitution is related to election of the legislature of the state? Student, read it carefully. Okay, and maybe it is going to create confusion. Okay, because there's a two list where the same statement and line is mentioned. Okay, Mona Lisa, initially there was 97, now it is 100. Okay, now it is 100. So don't get confused. I'm just writing it once again here: union list, state list, and concurrent list. It is called as list 1, state list called as list 2, concurrent list is called as list 3. Union list, initially there was 97 subject, now it is 100. State list, initially there was 66 subject, now there is a 61 subject. If we talk about the concurrent list, there was initially 47 subject and now it is 52 subject. So you also need to remember in this format. Okay, but now in this list where this provision of election of the legislature of a state is mentioned, basically there is a two list, list number 1 and list number 2, both is going to be correct. Okay, but according to MPPSC, they choose an option A, list 1, entry number 72. Okay, easy. So under the list 1 of Indian Constitution, students, schedule 7 and entry number 72, election of the legislative of a state is mentioned there. Okay, so 7th schedule of Indian Constitution define as well as specify as well as allocate the power and function between the union and state. It contains 3 lists: union list, state list, and concurrent list. There is a 100 subject, originally 97, and we already discussed about the same thing. It is going to be repetition multiple times, so I don't want to do that. Okay, now if you see the next question, marriage, dissolution of marriage, and adoption, these are included in which of the following list of the 7th schedule, students? Okay, so it is under the 7th list. Okay, 7th schedule. In which list is included, students? Just opt the right answer. Okay, I just made with an accident day before yesterday, so it is little pain here. Okay, but don't worry, that's why I'm writing a little slow. Okay, so students, if you see, it is about the marriage, it is about the dissolution of marriage as well as adoption. So this will be the part of the concurrent list, means both can make any law, any provision, students. Getting it? Okay, so marriage, dissolution of marriage, and adoption is included under the 3rd list of Indian Constitution, means that is concurrent list. Okay, so the concurrent list contains subject of common interest for both the union as well as the state. These include education, forest, trade union, marriage, adoption, succession. Both the central as well as state government is allowed to make any law or any provision for that. If you see the another question, students, which one of the following came under the state list under the 7th schedule of the Constitution of India? Okay, came under the state list and 7th schedule. So see it very carefully. State list matlab list number 2. Okay, so just opt the right answer. I know okay, many of you may not aware with it, but that's why I'm telling you, just try to remember the list. Okay, and this should be clear if you're going to participate in any examination. Getting it? Okay. Sorry. So option says that the relief of disabled and unemployable, Okay, a regulation of labor and safety in mine, a regulation and control of manufacturer, supplier and distribution of salt, social security and social insurance. If you see students very carefully, so which is the matter of state, means where the state can make law. So if we talk about, so relief of the disabled, so see sometimes state government trying to provide the unemployment bhatta. Okay, so these things are there. So this is basically the part of the list 2. Okay, so we just added here the relief of the disabled and unemployable came under the state list under the 7th schedule of the Indian Constitution. Initially there was 66, but now there is a 61 subject in the state list, which include matters related to the relief of disabled and unemployable. Okay, a regulation of labor and safety in mines and oil fields, regulation, control of manufacture, supply and distribution of salt. These all will be the part of the union list, students. Okay, getting it? It is not confusing, it is not tough. Okay, I hope so. Chale. So now see the next question. It says that which one of the following subject is in the list number 3, that is concurrent list of Indian Constitution in the 7th schedule. It is criminal procedure. Concurrent list means both center as well as state can make rules as well as provision over that. So concurrent list, criminal procedure, public order, police, prison. Okay, so if you see students, basically if we talk about the police, so it is the matter of state, yes or no? Okay, and if we talk about the criminal provision, so state also can make their law and center also can make their law. Okay, so if you go for that, basically criminal procedure in the list 3 concurrent list of 7th schedule of Indian Constitution. As I told you, in this list both parliament as well as state legislature can make any law. Okay, however the constitution provide federal supremacy to the parliament on concurrent list item. In case of a conflict, some of the important subjects are like education, trade union, adoption, forest, marriage and succession. We already discussed. Getting it? Now just opt the another right answer for this question, and this is a question from Bihar PSC 2005. Now which of the following subject lies in the concurrent list? Means it is the matter of concern for both center as well as state. Now agriculture, education, police and defense. Agriculture is the part of state list. Defense is the basically part of the national interest. Okay, and police will be followed by state government only. That's why you will see in the news sometime in Delhi, basically Aam Aadmi Party, it is a union territory, so the major power lies in the hand of, as well as national capital territory also, in the hand of center home ministry. So police is under the control of home ministry, and that's why sometime you see there are some clashes between this Delhi union territory chief minister as well as the center. Getting it? So this is also important. So education is the matter of concern for both center and state. Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao started by center government. These type, another type of scheme also started by state government. So automatically option B is going to be correct. So education lies in the concurrent list. The concurrent list consists of 52 subjects, over which both state and union can have jurisdiction. And basically Constitution of India specify criminal law, criminal procedure, preventive detention, forest, protection of wild animal and bird, trade union, industrial and labor dispute, population control and safety planning, education. These all will be the part of concurrent list, students. Getting it? Now if you see the next question, it says that education, which was initially a state subject, was transferred to concurrent list by which of the following amendment? So there was some amendment. Initially it was a matter of the state, but later it is found that as education is going to be concerned, means it is a national concern, so center as well as state both can create for the same. So what you find, students, there is a very big amendment that took place in 1976, and this is basically called as 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act 1976. At that time there was some provision is shifted from state list to concurrent list, and education was also part of the same. Okay, so it was done by 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act of the Indian Constitution, students. Getting it? So we just added explanation also. The 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act of 1976 moved education from state list to concurrent list, and the concept of a concurrent list in Indian Constitution was borrowed from Australia. And while both center and state can legislate law over that, okay, so this is one thing, and it's okay. So concurrent list basically enumerates the issue for which uniformity of legislation across the country is desirable but not required. Okay, now if you see the next question, it says that which one of the following is in the state list. Once again, see, if you find initially these type of question was there, they are asking directly subject matter, okay, this subject is belonging to which list, list 1, list 2, list 3. Okay, so you have to keep your body calm and brain little progressive to think if there is a matter, let's suppose railway police, RPF, it is matter of what, center list or state list or concurrent list. Railway police, okay, okay, so it is the matter of police. Okay, but I want one thing, those who are watching recorded session, just give these type of things, means answer in the comment box also, so we can trace ki how many of you going well. Okay, so census is a part of both center state, economics is a part of the both center state, corporation tax imposed by center. Okay, and there is a railway police, this is going to be part of the state, students. Okay, so railway police came under the state list. The state list is a list of 61 subjects where the state legislature can have authority, and state list specifies jurisdiction over the subject like public order, prison, public health, production, manufacture, transport, purchase, sales of intoxicant liquor, agriculture, education and research, fisheries, as well as state public services. This will be the part of the state list, students. If you move further, basically this land reform came under the which of the following subject, students, land reform. Okay, so as land reform is basically connected with the agricultural land, maybe it is, so understand one thing, the land reform provision is the basically part of the state list, students. Okay, so this is just a, you can say it is a fact based data, but you have to understand how to proceed with these type of question, students. So we just added explanation for the same. Just give me a second. Okay, no issue. So land reform came under the subject of state list. Okay, and basically state list of 7th schedule of Indian Constitution contains subject where only state can legislate law, make law. Originally state it considered with the 66 subject, but now it has only 61 subject. By 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act, there was some provision which is shifted, which is moved to the concurrent list, students. Getting it? Now, if you see the 26th question, just give me a second. Okay. Now it says that which one of the following is not included in the union list, students, which is not the part of the union list. Not included in the union list. It is defense matter, it is foreign affair, it is railway, it is the international as well as national matter. So it is always be take care by whom? It is always take care by union. Agriculture is going to take care by the state. Okay, so there will be different provision, different laws in the different state for the land reforms. So agriculture will be a matter of the state list, not for the union list. Okay, so agriculture is not included in the union list. Union list of the 7th schedule of Indian Constitution, as you know, it is a consist of a range of subject on which only the Parliament of India has power to make law. Originally there was 97 subject, but now we have 100 subject in the union list. Okay, getting it? So basically the under the union list, the matter which is important for the national interest, it is going to be included. Getting it? So as you see, defense of India and every part thereof included preparation for the defense and all such act may be conduct in the time of war to its prosecution and after its termination to effect demobilization. It is all will be belonging to center. Only center can make any provision and law for that, students. Okay, if we move further, we have 27th number question. And which list of Indian Constitution the Panchayati Raj subject is included? Panchayati Raj, as you know, students, Panchayati Raj was added under part 9 of Indian Constitution by 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act. Okay, initially the Panchayat, basically organization of village panchayat was included there under Article 40, but later when the complete part was added, a new article was created, Article 243 to 243O. Okay, now just tell me the Panchayati Raj subject which will be the part of which list? So as you know, students, ki basically panchayat are created by state. So states are going to create panchayat. So it will be the power of state, and state going to make legislation, make any law, make any provision over that. Okay, so option B is going to be correct for the same state list. Getting it? It is not, means you must not get confused by any question if you use the basic concept, and that is common sense. Okay, very simple. So Panchayati Raj is included under the state list of Indian Constitution. State list of 7th schedule of Indian Constitution consists of subject on which only the respective state legislature has the power to make law. Local government is an important subject in the state list related to administration of local areas. Okay, and if we talk about students panchayat, so as you know ki panchayat is a matter of state list, and basically there is a special state election commission that will conduct the local body or local election, that is panchayat election. It is conducted by state election commission. It is created by state. Okay, and governor will appoint the person who is concerned for the same. Getting it? Now if you move further, if you see which of the following is not mentioned in the union list under the 7th schedule of the Indian Constitution, not mentioned under the union list, students, means they want to know ki which of the following is the part of the concurrent list or state list. Okay, okay, which is not mentioned in the. So if you see banking, so banking is regulated by center. State have given, means we given power to the state also, but it is basically the part of the union list. Okay, okay, insurance will be the part for the same. Census, center. Gas is basically the part of the state, students. Gas, irrigation, local self-government, this will be the part of state list. So see, option D is going to be correct for the same student. I hope you all getting it now. If you feel doubt, if you feel any confusion, student, you all are free. Okay, you all are free to ask anything. Any confusion? Anybody have any confusion? If you have, you just share and discuss with me. Okay, so we just started the union list has under the 7th schedule of Indian Constitution. There is no mention of gas. Subject like gas, irrigation, local government, local self-government, etc. have been included under the state list. Banking, insurance and census are the subject of union list, students. Okay, so just try to remember this also. And see, this question was asked by multiple examination, UPSC IAS pre, UPPSC pre, Chhattisgarh PSC pre, Okay, so now which of the following subject for the concurrent list? More means over these subjects, center as well as state both can make law. Okay, so this is police, criminal matter, radio and television, foreign affair. Who is going to take care for the same, students? Okay, so see, if you see, students, basically the matter which is over which the center as well as both state can make law, so it is basically criminal matter. Both means it is a part of the concurrent list, students. Getting it? So criminal matter came under the concurrent list. Apart from the criminal matter, education, forest, trade union, marriage, adoption, succession, these all are the topic for the concurrent list. Okay, now under the Constitution of India, economic planning is a subject. Once again, I am telling you, this will be your homework and you have to write the right answer in the comment box, students. Okay, this is one point. And now, as I already told you, this book is going to be the part of your preparation, as well as it is going to give you success by providing the right direction, good information, and exam oriented data. Okay, so just go with the book, and this book is available for the other subject also, like Indian history, geography, polity, economics, and general science. And as you know already, that's contain lots of feature like 100% error-free detailed explanation, knowledge plus with the typical questions, PYQ bullets for revision, as well as free package chapter test also. So just go with the book for your better understanding, better preparation, and what you choose in to get to be successful in your examination, you have to go for the same, students. Thank you so much for joining and listening. We'll meet soon. Take care. Have a great day.